everybody, this is Kodak here. Sorry I haven't done any videos lately, but I have been kind of sick lately. I've been on antibiotics for almost a week. I look awful, I sound awful, I feel awful. Sorry about that. But today I wanted to do a video because a lot of people have been talking about this new Bakugan leak again. It's another thing from an investor meeting, and a lot of people have gotten kind of upset about it. And here it is. So looking at the picture here, I know this has gotten a lot of people upset because a lot of people were attached to Dan and Drago from the previous series, but first of all, it's been 7 years. Once we hit 2019, it'll have been 7 years since the last series. It's no surprise to me that they would have moved on. Honestly, I wasn't really feeling it with Bakugan in the last season. I was honestly pretty fed up with Dan and Drago by the end. In fact, I actually dropped the last series roughly halfway through. But second of all, one thing about this picture is that it is basically meaningless, because this actually comes from a business report. This is something that is, again, passed around to investors. And one thing you might notice is it looks absolutely nothing like the previous leak we got from the investor meeting talking about Bakugan. They've been teasing this remake on and off since 2015. They said it was going to come out last year. Then they said it was going to come out this year. Now they're saying it's going to come out next year. Honestly, I don't put much weight in this image. I mean, you can see you got the kids, you got some Bakugan, you got what looks like a Dragonoid, you've got Iggy in the bottom corner for some reason. I don't get it. But here's the thing. This might be a legit picture of the new series as it's coming out, or it could be something that the art department was asked to throw together to give this investor presentation a little more sizzle. I mean, if you want to think about it, even if this is like a drawing of the current iteration of Bakugan, that doesn't really mean anything. I mean, Mysticons, for the longest time, its promotional artwork was completely different from what we got. Literally all of this promotional artwork for Mysticons hit the cutting room floor. So this isn't something set in stone yet. That's why I keep saying I'm waiting for an official announcement before I really get excited over any kind of Bakugan remake. An official announcement with like a trailer or something, or where they put out the stock image that they say, hey, guys, this is basically what we've got set here. This is what's coming out. I mean, it's nice to see some images, but at the same time, like I said, don't give them too much weight. Although, that said, let's take another look at some of the text they have on here. I've got it here. This is actually just a video effect, I'm sure you know by now. So let's read the text that comes with this picture. Bakugan, a collectible boys action toy, comprises a small ball that morphs into an action figure character when rolled over a metal playing card. Bakugan became a global hit for Spin Master when it was launched in 2007, so more than 10 years ago. In our first foray into entertainment, we also produced 186 TV episodes of Bakugan Battle Brawlers over 5 seasons, and the result was a global entertainment and toy phenomenon. We retired the Bakugan brand in early 2012, and it will be relaunching it in 2019. This represents an exciting opportunity for future growth. Relaunched brands typically have lower development costs, a proven track record of performance, and higher recognition by consumers. So, taking a look at this, they're not really going into any detail on anything but the history of the franchise. There aren't really any concrete details as to how the line is going to be relaunched. Also, there's that phrase that ends relaunched brand. Basically, the last sentence adds up to the whole concept of brand recognition, and I think that's a little patronizing to put on a report aimed at the people who probably are the most likely to already know that. That, and combined with how Spin Master has been acting lately, it kind of makes me worried about what the people inside the company think of this relaunch. Because keep in mind, they've been suing basically anything that looks Bakugan related, and it's just not a good look for you, Spin Master. It makes it look like you're really insecure about this remake that you've been working on. And honestly, shouldn't your remake be able to speak for itself? But going on here, there are a few things that I can pick up from this. First of all, the fact that these things keep leaking tells me that there's at least one super enthusiastic investor out there, and that is a good thing, I guess. Although at the same time, Spin Master has actually personally spoken to me, saying they're actually really upset that these leaks keep happening because it has created this really long, agonizing hype cycle, and it's probably what caused Spin Master's competition with Mattel and Alpha Group to spring into action and release their lines, the the Turning Mech card out here. It's probably one of the reasons that Turning Mech card landed stateside, is everyone was like, uh-oh, Spin Master's going to relaunch Bakugan, we better have a response for it. But because Spin Master keeps delaying on the Bakugan Remake, they've delayed it twice already. I also don't put too much stock in the 2019 release date, again, unless we get an official announcement. Going on, though, let's take a look at the picture a bit, because here's the thing, is even if, whether this is the final artwork or not, one thing I notice here is what looks like an attempt to return to form. We got, well, that's a lion back there. We got we got the Dragonoid, we also got a blue lion back there. It looks like a return to form. It looks like kids playing with the toys. I mean, I remember the other promotional images was like all these robots and stuff. This looks like a bit more of a return to the original form, but like I said, it's I mean, like I said, people have been saying they're horrified about this. It's like, guys, it's been 7 years. Of course changes are going to happen. I mean, of course, yes, you need to make sure that you appeal to the fans of the original, but you also have to appeal to the newer crowd, and that's not necessarily easy. Not everybody can walk that tightrope quite like Ninja Turtles. And again, they're literal ninjas. Of course they can walk a tightrope. But, like I said, my final statement on this is, until there is an official announcement, not something dug up from, like, an investor or business report, like a flat-out news article with, like, a big ol' spread, lots of images, a trailer, or something like that, I don't really want to talk more on the matter. I mean, if somebody who is working on the project wants to reach out to me and talk, I mean, that's fine, I'll do that. You can hit me up, drop me a message or something. But you know, that's really all I got to say. I mean, it says 2019, but like I said, last year they were saying it was going to come out 2018, so we'll just have to see where this goes. Like I said, if it sounds like I'm not too excited, it's because it's been a 4-year cycle of waiting for what is going to happen. So, well, that's it. Until next time, this is Kodak signing off.